Hello class, this week you have an assignment for Module 5 where you have to record a presentation. So you're actually doing a recording and submitting it using the tool called Bongo. So before we get into the assignment, let's scroll down and look at how Bongo works. Now they give you 4 different resources regarding Bongo, but really I think the first one will suffice for the majority of students. So if we open that, we can see how it works. So this tool goes through how to record and submit an individual assignment in Bongo. Just kind of walks you through. You go into Brightspace, you go to the assignment, and then you can decide how you want to record. You can use either a camera alone where you just record yourself, your face. You have a screen where you just record your computer screen, or you can do both a face and a screen. Really what I think would be best is to record the screen, although you can do the camera and screen if you want. But by recording the screen, you can show a PowerPoint presentation and walk through. And I'll show you how you might want to do that. Then you click allow and record. You can kind of walk through it slower if you need to, then stop when you're ready, and then the checkbox, and then you prepare submission and then submit. Once you do all of that, you'll have the recording submitted for me to grade. Now, if you run into any technical issues, you really need to contact student support and let them help you, because I'm not trained or capable really of helping students with their individual machines and the way that they work with the school's technical resources. Also, because of that, I would suggest that if nothing else, you start this earlier than you might think you need to, just so if you run into an issue, you can go through the process of contacting the school to get them to help you. So what is the assignment after all? Well, if you go into the scenario, you've been asked to train a new hire in ways that data storage and analysis are used in accounting by creating a brief video on the topic. So you're going to create a video that explains these 5 elements. You need to cover the types of data, explain the different types of data, consider this question to guide your response. How do data types differ? The forms of storage, identify forms of data storage, identify at least 2 to 3. Data organization, explain how data is organized in an AIS. Big data, explain 2 or more characteristics of big data. Consider the following question: what are the characteristics of big data? And then analytics, explain how data analytics are used to solve accounting problems. With anything that you discuss, I always like to see that students are covering the why. Why is it important? Okay, so then it says, what do you submit? So you're going to be submitting a Bongo recording. So that's what you're going to be submitting. And you can also submit the PowerPoint. It says you can submit an outline in MS Word, but what I would recommend is that you just create a PowerPoint. And so let's look at a PowerPoint template that I've just made to use if you want to, or create your own. So I just created a PowerPoint template. I have a title screen where you can add to it, put your name and the assignment, introduction, what are you going to cover, the types of data, forms of storage, data organization, big data, and then the 5th element is analytics. Then you should always have a conclusion, and then you're probably going to need references to build your presentation off of, so provide those at the end. Then what you can do is, when it's time for you to record this, you can go ahead and put in your notes everything that you would want to say in the speaker notes at the bottom. Then when it's time for you to record, down at the bottom right, there's a slideshow button, and then if you have 2 screens, what you can do is you can set up your screen that you're recording for the audience to show like this, and then on the second screen you'll be able to see your notes, and then you can go through and you can read the notes as needed. Now if you don't have 2 screens, then what you can do is you can use this presentation mode and record off of this. I don't mind if you do that, because if you don't have 2 screens, then that's all you have to work with. So you would just show this, and then you would record your dialogue as you go through and explain each screen with your speaker notes on the right to help you along the way. And then you would just go through the entire thing. When you're done, you can submit the PowerPoint presentation along with the Bongo recording. So it says prepare an outline addressing the rubric criteria. However, if you use a PowerPoint presentation, you can use that instead. Then you want to record the Bongo presentation, and then that would be submitted. And so what will be grading is the Bongo presentation. If you have any other questions, go ahead and let me know. But again, I would suggest you kind of get started a little bit earlier, especially if you've never used Bongo. That way you can get through any technical issues that you might run into.